This lesson we are going to learn how to construct triangles as a continuation of our revision exercise for those that are preparing for WIA. And I have a first example here. It says construct a triangle PQR such that PQ is 7 centimeter, PR is 6 centimeter, QR is 8 centimeter. Construct the bisector of angle P. Whenever you see a letter written with the symbol on top like this symbol that look like an angle, that means angle P. That is, your angle should be at point P. So this instruction says construct the bisector of angle P meeting QR at X. Construct the bisector of line PR. This line, this bar, it means line PR, meeting line PX at Y. Measure QY. So how can we do this? We get a ruler and then rule a straight line. Here, I'm going to use any line as my baseline. Let me use PQ as my baseline. Let me use PQ. They say PQ should be 7 centimeter. However, I'm going to draw a line that is more than 7 centimeter and then mark out 7 centimeter from it. So this is my line. Now I'm going to mark out 7 centimeter from this line. But before I do that, let me put a reference. Let me get another ruler. I will use one as a vertical ruler and the other one as a horizontal ruler to avoid turning ruler up and down. So I'm going to mark a reference point on this very line. From that reference point, I will mark my 7. Okay, that is my reference line. Recall that I want to draw line PQ, and line PQ is 7 centimeters. So from this reference line, I will make 7 centimeters from there with a compass. Now, your compass is going to be open and closed like a scissors. This my own is like a straight line. So let me first of all measure the 7 centimeters from the ruler. The real pencil, the real compass rather, you're going to use it to measure. You place the stick point of the compass on the 0 mark on the ruler. Look at it. That's the 0 mark there. Then extend the pencil point to 7 centimeter mark because you want to take 7 centimeter. Look at it. That is 7 centimeter on the compass. Then you take it to that reference line. Place the stick point on the reference line, and with the pencil point on the other edge, make an arc on the line. That gives me 7 centimeter. 7 centimeter. My own may not be 100% accurate because I'm using a digital compass and every other device. They are all digital. And mass movement is not as accurate as you doing it on a real paper. So my own may be plus or minus 1 or 2 thereabouts. So now the next thing we need to draw is a construct a triangle PQR. We have marked out point PQ. So let's label that. So this is my point P, and this is my point Q. The next thing we need to draw now is point PR, and PR, they say it should be 7 centimeter. So you take the compass again back to the ruler and measure 6 centimeter. The stick point of the compass on 0 mark, then adjust the pencil point to 6 centimeter. You can see that is 6 centimeter right there. Stick point on the 0 mark, pencil point on the 6 centimeter. Remember your own compass is open and closed like scissors. So you place the one leg, which is the stick point, on 0 centimeter, the other leg, which is the pencil point, on 6 centimeter. And take it up, place a stick point on 1. So with the stick point placed, I'll make an arc. Let me turn it a little so that my arc will easily cut. make an arc like this. That is 6 centimeter. Then the other side is 8 centimeter. I take the compass back to the ruler again and get 8 centimeter. The steep point on 0 centimeter mark. Then extend the pencil point. Let me straighten that. Extend the pencil point to 8 centimeter. That is 8 centimeter right there. Then take the compass. Remember, we made this arc by placing the steep point here. So we are going to place the steep point here now and make another arc. Then I'm going to make another arc here. Make another arc. Okay, the first arc I made, this means I need to extend it up since you can see they are supposed to cut each other. The point of intersection of the two arcs will give me the vertex of this triangle here. So I need to go back and measure. Remember, from here to here, it's supposed to be 6 centimeters. That's PR. So I'll take this compass back to the ruler and get 6 centimeters again, so that I can extend this arc. Okay, that is 6 centimeters right there. So take it back to this point P. Let me turn it so I can see clearly. Okay, you can see that it's in alignment with this previous arc. A little away from it. Let's adjust that again. Okay, right there. That's perfect now. Okay, so we're going to extend this arc so that I can cut the other arc. You can see. So where these two arcs meet, we're going to use a ruler, connect it to this line. Okay, that is it. We also connect this to this point to complete a triangle. Very good. Think that is it right there. So that is how to construct a triangle using instruction given like this. So this last point is our point. This is point. We have PQ already, so this is point R. There are still other instructions. It construct the bisector of angle P, the bisector of angle P meeting QR at X. Okay, so we need to bisect this very angle here. Now to do that, again, we go back to the compass. Take the compass, the steep point of the compass. Let's get another one. That one is misbehaving already. Take the steep point of the compass and place it there. Now we're going to decrease it. In my own case, I'm decreasing. In your own case, you have to open it since the compass is always in a closed state. When you package it, I'll place a steep point here. I want to bisect angle P according to the instruction. Then I'll make an arc here. Unfortunately, I can't decrease my compass beyond this limit. So my arc is going to be very big. Your own should not be as big as my own. So first of all, make an arc on this angle. Then use that arc as my reference now to bisect that angle. I'll place the steep point on this point where the arc meets the line. Then I will extend, let me adjust that a little. I will extend the pencil points to a convenient radius. It can be outside the triangle, it doesn't matter. So let's start from down here so that the arc can easily cut each other. So now make an arc, then take the steep point to the other side, right where the arc meets the line. The steep point should be there. You place it there, and then cut the previous arc. So we're going to cut this arc right now. Cut it. The point of intersection of these two arcs will then join it to angle B. Okay, that is a bisection of this angle P. And the instructions say construct the bisector of P meeting QR. You can see it meets QR and QR at X, meaning we are going to label this place X. So let's label that X. This is X. Then what else? You say construct the bisector of PR meeting PX at Y. Bisector of PR. Where is PR? Okay, here is PR. To construct the bisector of PR, that is going to divide this line PR into half, two equal halves. And it should meet PX, that is this PS, at Y. So let's do that. Now to bisect a line, this is a drill. You take the stick point of your pencil to one end of the line, extend the pencil point to more than half the length of the line. More than half, 3/4 of the line that you want to bisect. You have to place the stick point right here. That place is rough already, so I cannot really pinpoint whether my stick point is actually there. So now make an arc here. So I'm going to make an arc here. I'll also make the same arc here. So let's do that. Let me start from here. Make an arc. Then I'll come here and make the same arc also with the same radius. Make sure the compass is not closed and it's not opened. Now the same radius we used to make this arc, we take the stick point of the compass here now, place it there, and then cut the previous arc. Let's cut it, and also go here and cut this here. We'll cut it. So now these two arcs, we're going to join them together with a ruler. Okay, we're going to manage it that way. This one is away a little. So that is the bisector of line PR. And the question says construct the bisector of PR meeting PX at Y, meaning this point here where PX and this bisector meet, we should label it Y. So let's put Y there right now. This is point Y. And the question says measure QY. Measure QY, that is from this angle here to this angle here, we have to measure it. Now for real life construction, to get accurate measurement and things like this, use a divider. You place one leg of the divider on point Q, this place where I'm hovering my mouse now. Place the other point, the other leg of the divider on this point, and then take it to your ruler and measure it. So you place one leg of the divider on this line on the ruler. Of course, the other leg, make sure you don't close or open the divider. The same thing you measure here, just lift it up from this place and then place it on the ruler with one leg on the zero mark on the ruler. Then you can read off the measurement from the other leg. But since this is a digital device I'm using, I don't have a divider here. So I'm going to use a ruler to measure that right away. So my zero mark on point Q. Now see how I'm placing it. Some students used to make the mistake of measuring the length by starting from this end of the ruler. There is a gap there. It's this first mark, this first black mark on the ruler that you start your measurement from. Whatever you want to measure, this first black mark on the ruler, you place it on one point, then read off the measurement from like as it is here. This is 4.5. So QY is 4.5 is equal to 4.5 centimeter. Okay, that brings us to the end of this very question. Let's move on to question number 2, example 2. Example 2 says, construct a triangle ABC such that AB is 6.5, angle ABC is 60 degrees, and angle BAC is 75 degrees. Construct the perpendicular bisector of line AB. Draw a circle, center A, radius 4 centimeter. Find point P and Q of the meeting point of the circle and the perpendicular. And the perpendicular bisector, measure PQ, AC, and BC. Okay, so first of all, let's construct the angles. So now we want to construct, let's start with ruling line BC, which is 6.5. However, I'll rule a line that is more than 6.5 and then cut out 6.5 from it. So place a reference on this line where I want my angles to be. This is my reference. That is my reference. Now, at that reference now, let's call it A. Let's call that reference point A. This is point A. And then they say we should construct angle ABC that is 60 degrees. While BAC is 75 degrees. BAC, you can see the sign, this angle sign is on A, meaning 75 degrees should be on point A. So let's construct 75 degrees on this point. Now 75 degrees, you can't construct that directly. You have to do that in stages. We have to get 90 first, then cut out 60 from that 90. When you cut out 60 from 90, the remaining one is 30. Then you bisect the 30 degree to get 15. 15 plus 60 will give us 75. So let's do that right away. So this is the compass. You place the steep point of the compass on this reference line A. Reference line A, the steep point has to be there. The steep point has to be there. Then I'm closing my compass here. In your own case, you need to open it since the compass is likely in a closed state already. So you open it to a convenient radius and make an arc. Let me see. Okay, I need to extend this line because my arc is coming. If it is the real compass, this will be enough, but this is a digital compass. So let me extend my line a bit too. So now place the steep point of the compass on point A. You need to get a compass and follow along if you really need to. If you really want to do this. The steep point, then the pencil point, open it to a convenient radius. Place the pencil point on the line already drawn, and then make an arc like this. Okay, all we are doing is trying to construct angle 90 degree. Want to get 90, then get 75 from that 90 degree. Now take the steep point of the compass here now with the same radius that give us this arc. We are going to get 60 degree by cutting out this arc. So place the steep point where the arc meets the straight line, place the steep point there, and then cut this. So I'm going to cut this with an arc. Cut this like this. Okay, what I cut out now is 60 degree, but my goal is to get 90 degree and then cut out the 60, the remaining one will give me 30. So I will extend my compass to a convenient radius and make an arc up here. I want to get 90 degree. Then take the steep point to the other side, place it here where the arc meets the line. Make sure the steep point is placed right there. Okay, it's right there. So we're going to cut this arc that we already have. Cut it. Good. Now, where these two arcs meet, place a ruler there and join it to the reference point. But in this case, I'm not going to use a complete line, rather a broken line, because it's not 90 degree I need. It's 75. I'll use a broken line Okay, that is my 90 degree. Not perfect. This one is away from where the arc meets. It's a little away from it, but I'll manage it this way. Just to give you an idea, if you are using a real graph, did I say graph? A real compass and paper, this will be very easy. So what you do now, you take the stick point of the compass, place it here. Remember, this angle like this is 90 degree, and we already cut out 60 degree out of 90, meaning from here to this place is 30 degree. When we bisect 30, that is divide 30, we have 15. 15 plus 60 is 75, which is the angle that we need. So place the stick point where this arc meets the previous arc, then make an arc. Let me decrease this a little. We'll make an arc. Let me decrease it again. So make an arc here. Then take the stick point to the other side now. Okay, stick point place here. I think I'm there right now. And cut this arc. Cut it. Okay. Where the two are cut with a ruler, join it. Okay. Let me extend that a little. This angle we have here is 75. Let's confirm. We may not get to 100% because this is digital device. Oh, we still got it. Can see that is 75. 75. Okay, now that we have 75 at point A, the next thing is to construct 60 degree at point B. And they said the length of the line AB is 6.5. So starting from A, we are going to measure out 6.5. I will use a compass since this is construction we are doing. So take the compass to the ruler, place the stick point of the compass on 0 mark on the ruler, extend the pencil mark and the pencil point to 6.5. That is 6.5 right there. Then take the stick point of the compass, place it on point A. Then I'm going to make an arc on this line. Make an arc there. That gives me 6.5. So that is point B right there. So let's label it point B. With B as center, we are going to construct 60 degree there. So take the stick point of the compass and place it on that line that stands for point B. Then extend the pencil points to any convenient radius. In my own case, this is the limit I can go. So make an arc with the same radius. I will take the stick point, place it here. We will cut this arc, okay? And then join that point to this point. See, the triangle is already complete. By the time I draw this line now, triangle is complete. Okay, that is it. That is the required triangle. Now, the question says, draw a circle center A radius 4 centimeters. Center A radius 4 centimeters. That means you need to use a compass again. Measure 4 centimeters from the ruler. The stick point of the compass on the 0 centimeter mark ruler. Extend the pencil point to 4 centimeters. That is it right there. Then take the stick point because the instructions say with center A, draw a circle center A. Place the stick point on A. and then draw the circle. That is a circle. And then find point P and Q of the meeting point of the circle and the perpendicular bisector. Okay, where is the perpendicular bisector? Have we made any perpendicular bisector? Oh, that means I jumped. We're supposed to construct a perpendicular bisector of line AB first. So let's do that. Here is line AB. You have to bisect it according to that instruction. So let's bisect AB. To bisect AB, we place a steep point on A. I think I'm there right now. Let me adjust that one. The steep point on A. Then the pencil point to more than half the length of A. It must be more than half the length of A before you bisect. Anything less than more than half will give you a wrong result. So we'll make an arc down here. Make an arc. Go up and make the same arc with the same radius. Your compass is flexible, so when doing things like this, you make sure you don't open or close it. If you open or close, the result will be wrong. They hold it lightly so that it doesn't open, it doesn't close. So take the steep point with the same radius we used to make this previous arc. Take the steep point to point B and cut the arc. So let me adjust this perfectly. Okay, so we're going to join the arc together. So now we join this arc together. That is a perpendicular bisector of line AB. Then the question says, draw a circle center A radius 4 centimeter, which we have done already. Find points P and Q of the meeting point of the circle and the perpendicular bisector. So point, what do they call it? P and Q, meaning we are going to label this point P and this one point Q, the meeting point of the circle and the perpendicular bisector of line AB. Let me call the one outside P, this place Q. But to measure PQ, like I said earlier, for reconstruction, this kind of measurement is better taken using a divider. That is, you place one leg of the divider here, place the other one here, then take the divider like that and measure it on the ruler. One leg of the divider on the 0 centimeter mark of ruler, the other leg you can read it off. But since I don't have a divider in a digital device, let me use my ruler to get the measurement. Okay, I think the 0 centimeter mark is on that point right now. Then I'll read it. I think this is 4.8. That is this point here. So PQ is 4.8 centimeter. Is 4.8 centimeter. Then we have to measure AC. Where is AC? Okay, I did not label C. This point here is C because they say triangle ABC. So if this side is AB, this last vertex here should be C. So this point should be C. So we have to measure AC now. That is this line here. Then we need the ruler for that. In your own case, since you are using the real compass, the real mathematical set rather, get the divider, place one leg of the divider on point A, extend the other leg to point C, and take the divider to your ruler and measure. What I have here is 7.7. AC is 7.7, 7.7 centimeter. And then finally BC is 8.8 centimeter. That brings us to the end of this example 2. Let's move on to more examples. Example 3 says, construct a triangle XYZ such that XY is 7 centimeter YZ is 10 centimeter and angle YXZ is 105 degree. Draw a circle to pass through the vertices of the triangle XYZ. Find the radius of the circle. Okay, so as usual, we'll draw a straight line. The question says construct a triangle XYZ such that XY is 7 centimeters. So let's rule a line and mark out 7 centimeters from there. Now they want our angle to be on point X, and 105 should be on point X. So let's mark off a point and call it point X, and then construct 105 there. I'm going to call this point here point X. Now to get 105 is 90 plus 15. So we need to construct 90 first, and then construct 15 to get 105. To construct 90, you need a compass. Place the steep point of the compass on this reference line. Extend the pencil point to a convenient radius. In my own case, I decrease it because my compass is always in open position. It's a straight compass. Your own is like a scissor, so you need to open the leg to a convenient radius, not too much anyway. Then you make an arc on the line. There is already a video on construction of angle 90. We shot all the different type of angles, so you can go back and take that as a review. So take the steep point on this point now, place it here. Oh, the mouse movement is not an easy thing, especially when the table is not perfect. Okay, the steep point is right there now. Open the pencil point to a convenient radius and make an arc. You're going to make an arc here. There's the same radius that you use in making that arc. Make sure the pencil point is not moved. That is, you don't close or open the compass. Take the steep point to this other point and place it there where the arc meets the line. Place it right there. Then cut the previous arc. Cut this arc. Then where the two arcs meet, join it to the reference point. In this case, we are going to use broken line since 90 is not the angle that we need. It's just a means to an end. Okay, that is 90 degree. Now, like I said earlier, that 90 degree plus 15 degree will give us 105. So now, to get 15 degree here, we need to cut out 60 degree on this side. And to cut out 60 degree, we need the radius that give us this arc. So I'm going to decrease my compass back to that radius. First of all, let me place my steep point at the center. That is it right there. Then decrease the compass to the radius that give us this arc. You can see it's still tracing the arc. It's tracing the arc. Okay, now take the steep point of the compass to this point now and cut out 60 degree. We're going to cut out 60 degree here. Cut it out. So from this point to this point now is 60 degree. Now, when we remove 60 degree from 90 degree, the remaining one is 30 degree. That is from here like this is 60. Now 60 is 90 rather. 90 minus 60 is 30. That is from this point to this point is 30. So we bisect that 30 now to get 15. So take the steep point, place it here. Okay, we are there now. Make an arc here. Make an arc. Now take the steep point to this point. Let me join that point very well so that I'll know the exact position. Now place the steep point here and cut the previous arc. Where these two arcs meet, place a ruler there and join it to the reference line. That is 105 we constructed just now. Let's use a protractor to confirm that. It's a little less, that is 104, because it's a digital device we are using. 105 is 104, but we're going to take it to be 105. So now the next thing is draw a circle. Okay, we need to complete this first. XY is 7 centimeters. So if here is X, we will now mark another point that will be Y. So let me label that first. Here's my X. And this angle here is 105 degree. Now with the compass, we measure 7 centimeters from the ruler. Place the still point of the compass on 0 mark, then measure 7 centimeters. So let me decrease this to 7 centimeters. That is 7 centimeters. And place the still point here on point X. And then now mark off 7 centimeters on this line. That is 7 centimeters right there. From that point, now the next thing says, from that point, YZ is 10 centimeters. Let me label this as Y first. So take the compass again back to the ruler and measure 10 centimeters. The still point on 0 mark, extend the pencil point to 10 centimeters. And I take the compass now and place the still point on point Y. Then when this arc cuts this line, we then join it to point Y. So that is a required triangle. Now the next instruction says draw a circle to pass through the vertices of the triangle XYZ. Find the radius of the circle. In other words, this triangle should be inscribed within the circles, and they say it should pass through the vertices of the triangle. And how can we do that? To inscribe a triangle within a circle, pick any two sides of the triangle and bisect the two sides. Where the bisector of the two sides meets, use that as the center of the circle and then draw a circle. That will make the triangle to be inscribed within the circle. So let me pick line, let me label this first. This is Z, and this is line Z, this point Z rather, point Z. So I'll pick line XY and bisect it. I'll also bisect line XZ. So let's do that. We take the stick point of the compass and place it on point X. I think we are not there. We are there now. Now open the pencil point to a convenient radius, but it must be more than half the length of line XY. Then make an arc. So I'm going to make an arc down here. Then I'll go up and make the same arc with the same radius. Make sure the compass is not closed or open. Take the still point to this other point, the other end of line XY, and then cut the previous arc. Cut it, okay? Now where these two arc meet, we join them together. That will give you a perpendicular bisector of line XY. And there we are. That is a bisector of line XY. Now we're going to do the same thing on line XZ. I'm going to bisect line XZ. As usual, we take the steep point of the steep point. So let me rotate that. Place the steep point here on point X, since we want to bisect XZ. Where the two arcs meet, we join them with a ruler. Okay, we're going to connect this now with a line. Now, where these two perpendicular bisector of line XY and XZ meet, we use that as the center of the circle to be drawn. Again, we need a compass to do that. This is the point of intersection of the two bisector. We place a steep point there, and then extend the pencil point to one of the vertices of the triangle. You can see, without me drawing the circle, you can see that the compass mouth, the pencil point is passing through the vertices of all the triangle. So let's draw the circle now. That is what they want us to do. So we are done with that construction. If this is 10 marks, and now we're the examiner, I'll give you 9.9. So that brings us to the end of this. Okay, we have to find the radius of the circle, so let's do that. A radius is a line that runs from the center of the circle to the circumference. So we will measure from the circumference of the circle, or from the center to the circumference. And like I said earlier, this type of measurement is better carried out with a pair of divider. So in your real mathematical set, there's a divider there. Pick the divider, place one leg of the divider at the center of the circle. Of course, when you draw a circle, naturally with the compass will leave a hole there. So place one leg of the divider rather on that hole. In this case now is the point of intersection of my own perpendicular bisector. So I'll place the 0 mark on the ruler there, and then read to the circumference. In this case, I'm having 5.1 centimeter. So the radius of the circle is 5.1 centimeter. Is equal to 5.1 centimeter.